Welcome, welcome, my fellow teachers, content creators, and experts in your field. My name is Sean Penn Jr., and today I will be giving a tutorial on how you will present your information within the KnowledgeChain ecosystem. We are going to be using our Discord voice chat. Class is in session voice chat found on the left-hand side under classes, and the class chat immediately above it. At this point, you've already filled out your class form, proving your expertise in your field, and have been approved to receive 1,000 XP for sharing your expertise. I am going to go ahead and give my lecture today on Chrome Music Lab's Songmaker to share with the community how they can create a beat or loop using this platform. You do not have to follow along with me here. Again, this is just modeling to show you best practices for when it comes time for you to give your lecture. Let's jump in. I joined the class is in session voice chat. Other students will pile in. And I have already posted, before they arrive, a quick introduction sharing what we will be learning today, as well as a link to whatever platform or web page I would like for them to view. And I have asked them to post a screenshot showing their initial participation. When they post that screenshot, they will then be given XP by a moderator. You will not be giving XP. One of our helpful mods or teacher assistants will be giving XP to all those who continue to participate in the lesson. I can then wait a few minutes for everyone to say hello, and we can get started. I'm going to start my lecture by giving a small task. After users have clicked the link, I can ask them, please fill in the bottom leftmost square. It should fill in red. I can ask for an immediate screenshot. Again, they can receive more XP, leveling them up within our system. I can then start with my lesson. I notice that if I have 3 notes on top of each other, this is called a chord. I am now giving definitions, things I would like to reinforce for them to know. We can play that chord and notice it's very ugly. So instead, let's social distance this chord. Let's create space. 3 notes at the same time, but now I have created space between them. A much more beautiful chord. Again, I'll ask, please post a screenshot. When they do so, they will receive XP, and we can continue on. As I continue on, I'll ask them for another micro task. I have pre-planned these micro tasks in a scaffolded way. I have stated my purpose when they first come in. I have created a scaffolded path of micro tasks, and I am restating that info as often as possible. My purpose is to create a song. The scaffolding is following me along. The tasks are performance-based and then screenshotted and put into chat, and I am restating that information throughout the lesson. Once you have created your chord, feel free to extend that chord all the way to the end of the bar, which ends where the gray section begins. I see a white section and a gray section, bar number 1, bar number 2. Another way to say that, again, I'm reinstating the task in a different way, is if I have 8 of each color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you mess up, feel free to hit the restart button and start over from the beginning. Build your chord. At a certain point, you might find that a student is having trouble. If a student is having trouble, you can choose to acknowledge them and ask the rest of the community to help out. Do not feel that you need to be the main source. You are giving the lecture. Others within the Discord can help out and can earn XP for helping out their fellow students. If people are still stuck and if there are still problems, feel free at that point to drop in. But do not spend most of your time helping one individual. Instead, guide the class forward. After they have completed this micro task, feel free to have them post, and we'll move on to the next level of that scaffolded information you're presenting. In the next chord, in the next bar, I should say, we're going to create our next chord. Since we already started with red, let's now start with orange. I, again, repeat the information I have already provided. A chord is 3 notes, and to sound pretty, we're going to make them socially distant, meaning that there is separation between each one. When I have completed that, I fill out the rest of the bar, again, 8 blocks for each color. Feel free to play what you've just created. You can have them again complete this task in the next bar using a new chord, starting on a new color. I am starting on yellow this time, then green, then pink. And in the last one, we can present a little bit of new information. Again, scaffolding that information so that it is presented step by step by step in an easy, digestible manner, repeating all along the important takeaways. I put out a different color than I did last time in my new bar. I extend it all the way out to the end, except this time, instead of having only one space in between my notes, I'll skip 2 spaces. At this point, please screenshot, drop into chat, and the moderators will be more than happy to gift you some XP for your excellent participation. Trying to keep a positive environment, feel free to take a listen to what you have just created. While they are listening to their amazing new song, you can check in on those that have been having difficulty and prescribe whatever changes or fixes they need. From this point, you might choose to use a different resource. You might choose to open up for questions. Whatever you feel, I, in this tutorial right now, am going to model what the next task would be, which would be adding rhythm to our chords. To add rhythm, I'm going to delete some of the chords that I have put in each bar. For example, I am now creating a pattern. 1, skip 1, 2, skip 1, 2, skip 1. This will be my pattern for my rhythm. I will then put the same pattern on every other chord. Once I have done that, I can go ahead and post in a screenshot in chat and get rewarded more XP for following along. I have now successfully, hopefully, taught everyone in class how to create a chord progression with 4 different chords in a cool little rhythm. At this point, you might want to open up the class for a quick conversation, let others unmute and share their screen to show off their successes, or just brag to the class about how well they are doing. Let the students show their successes and allow them to engage and garner excitement. When you've given enough time for that, feel free to tell the moderators, I would like to continue again, or just tell the class, I'd like to continue again, and you can go to your next part. For the purposes of this tutorial and the song maker, I will be choosing to start with a beat. Using this different resource down here, we're going to get into creating a beat. Just like we created a pattern before, we are going to create a pattern again. I am creating the importance of patterns in music. I am highlighting the importance of patterns in music. The pattern I will choose, I only have 2 options, top or bottom, either the circle or the triangle, the kick or the snare. I will never put a kick and a snare together. Instead, I will put kick, space, snare, space, kick, space, snare, space. And I will repeat this throughout my song. When they have done so, ask them again to post in chat. They will screenshot. They will post their beat in chat, and they will be rewarded XP. For the purposes of your lesson, this might be less interactive. It might simply just be going to an article and screenshotting a paragraph out of that article that you would like for them to remember. It might be an app that they are going to use for NFT analysis. It might be Block Explorer, whatever you would like them to do. Just have them post it down in chat. Once they have completed that, you can ask them to share or present their new information, give their opinions, whatever it may be. For the purpose of this, let's listen to the beat. Yay, we have created a beat. This might be a good time to check in on every person in the class chat, but for the most part, again, our moderators will help out those in chat. Your main job is to create this scaffolded lesson plan of micro-tasking in order to help them along through your lesson. Then we will have our final task, which will be how to then use this. For the examples of this, I will go to Save, I will copy my link, and I will post the link to my piece in chat. This is their final test or final assessment, if you will, their final completed piece, where our mods can actually go and look and open up on their end, oh, this is what this person did. We can then run awards or XP drops given on who has completed the task successfully. Those that are unable to, we can then help out. If you have any questions about how to create these kind of lesson plans, feel free to ask around in chat. We have a lot of teachers. Or feel free to DM me, and I will gladly help you in setting up your lecture. We would like to make sure that all the content that you share is accurate. So we will ask you to send us resources that you have and send us general lesson plans beforehand. But please remember that before your lesson starts, you should have a quick introduction as to the purpose of what you will be reviewing today. Why is it important? You should have scaffolding through the lesson, which basically means start small, even if people already know it. Even if you think someone already knows what a MetaMask wallet is, still say, by the way, if you don't have a MetaMask wallet, here's the website, here's the Chrome extension. Set up small tasks for those individuals to perform and then post into the class chat. And make sure you're restating all of those good definitions and all of that good info throughout your lesson. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I look forward to whatever you are able to present in your expertise to our community members. I know I am going to learn a lot, and I appreciate you being here with us. Have a great rest of your day.